I am Technical Sergeant Anthony Schmaus, your local Air Force recruiter. And I just want to take a moment today to tell you a few things, a little bit about myself, and some of the amazing opportunities that we have for you in the United States Air Force. So, starting off, I've been married for 15 years to my wife, Lori, my high school sweetheart. We have 4 children, 12, 10, 9, and 6. Those are not their names. Our oldest son is Nathaniel, then Eliana, Ian, and Gavi. We recently acquired a COVID puppy, a 4.5-pound Maltipoo puppy named Piper. She's taken a little bit of my sleep, but she is worth it. We love having her around. It's part of the family. I graduated from Duquesne University in 2002 with a degree in music performance and double bass and electric bass. I took an audition the spring semester of my senior year, and I was hired. I was found musically qualified by the United States Air Force. I was assigned to the United States Air Force Heartland of America Band, located at Offutt Air Force Base, just a little south of Nebraska. Got to tour all over the country. It was amazing, but then, I wanted to make it big. So I actually voluntarily separated after about 3 years in the Air Force, moved out east, was gigging a lot in New York City, Philadelphia, playing with some Grammy-winning and nominated musicians and producers, chasing the carrot. I never caught it. I realized, though, that I had already made it big in the Air Force. So I ended up getting back in, and I haven't looked back since. This is me in Jakarta, Indonesia, at the Java Jazz Festival, the world's largest jazz festival. We were a headlining act there. It was amazing, amazing experience for me as a musician and also as a United States Airman. I've been stationed, like I said, at Offutt Air Force Base. I was stationed there 3 different times for 11 years in total, but I also spent 4 years at Yokota Air Base in Tokyo, touring all over Asia, seeing amazing places. It was fantastic. Yep, fantastic experience. So I currently serve as an active duty Air Force recruiter. I volunteered for this because I wanted to gain a more circumspect view of the Air Force, and I also want to help people like you make your own Air Force story and find success in life. These are some of my classmates at the recruiting school, some of the finest people that I know, and it's good to know that we have great people as recruiters in the United States Air Force to help people like you out. We really do care about you and your future. But in addition to being an Air Force musician and recruiter, I also do crisis responding. I do mentoring through PAE Mentor program. I coach Little League Baseball. I love coaching, love baseball. And hey, I'm a guy who likes to enjoy life. That's me. The first time I went to Guam, that's December in Guam. It's pretty awesome. I've got to go places like that and elsewhere where I never thought I'd be. And it's just really been an amazing experience for me to enjoy life to the fullest in the Air Force. But enough about me. What does your future look like in the Air Force? All right, let's talk about you. Money. Build your financial stability with us. Education. Get your college degree, professional certification without debt with us. And lifestyle. Enjoy your life. All right. You're going to have money, you're going to have an education, and you're going to have time to enjoy your life. All right, so some of you might be saying, hey, Sergeant Schmaus, I'm going to start making money after I graduate, so thanks, but no thanks. All right, well, let's take a look here. So the average annual income for a high school graduate without a college degree who goes right into the workforce is around $37,000. Now, that was in 2017. Let's say $38,000 now, right? So the average annual income for a high school graduate who joins the Air Force is around the same, right? Around, let's say, $39,000, okay? So you might be saying, what's the big deal, Sergeant Schmaus? That's not a big difference. But really, in all actuality, even though those numbers appear to be the same on paper, they're actually quite different, okay? Oh, guess what time it is? It is the money game time. So we're going to play a little game here, and we're going to find out what the real differences are between those 2 numbers that we just saw, all right? So let's say we're going to have Sarah. Sarah is going to join the Air Force right out of high school, and she's going to become an Airman Basic in the United States Air Force. She has $1,000. And then Sally Sally's going to get a job right out of high school. Who knows doing what? But she's not in the Air Force. She's going right to the workforce. Okay, so Sally's got 1,000 dollars, and Sarah's got $1,000. So that's here we go. So Sally's got to pay $300 of rent. All right, she's not living with her mom and dad anymore. So now she's got to find a place to live, and she's got to pay for that place. But Sarah, she doesn't have to pay for rent. She gets her housing for free. She gets her own space. She gets a shared bathroom and a shared kitchen with just one other person, and that's it. But she gets to live in an environment with all her friends around her, but she still gets her own space. So she doesn't have to pay, and that's awesome. Sally, she's got to pay up grocery money. Mom and dad aren't paying for groceries anymore, so she's got to pay. So that's $200 for Sally. But Sarah, she gets 4 square meals a day at the dining facility, and it's good food. She doesn't have to worry about paying for food. Sally wants to go to college. She realizes now, you know what? If I really want to do more, I gotta get an education. But Sally's not only going to pay more money, she's got to find time in her busy work schedule, to fit that education in. Sarah's going to college for free through the Community College of the Air Force. So she's getting her degree while she's doing her job and enjoying her life and her friends. Sally's going to go to a movie, $25. Sarah's going to go to a movie, $25. We don't cover that one, but she's got more than enough to go to that movie, or, geez, how many other movies, right? So what's the total? Sally's got $175 left. Sarah's got $975 left. That's a huge difference. So you can see that on paper, even though those numbers look the same, in reality, they're very different. And that's what Sally looks like, right? Sally just realized she only has $175 in her bank account. But Sarah, totally different reaction, right? Yep. And that could be you in the United States Air Force. Okay, so some of you are saying, hey, Sergeant Schmaus, I'm going to go to college. All right, let's go to college, right? Get that education. That's great. That is a great idea, all right, to get an education. All right, this is what I looked like. When I was going to Duquesne, I looked just like that bear right there, right? I was excited, ready to go. But, reality hit with me too. And we're going to take a look at some of these numbers that are sobering. So how much money on average does college, let's say in-state tuition, cost annually? What? Almost $25,000 for an in-state school annually. That's the national average. All right. So that's tuition, room and board, food, all that kind of stuff. $25,000. If you want to go to the private school, you're talking $51,000. Those are astronomical numbers. Tom Hanks is a millionaire. He can't even wrap his brain around that. Look at him. Yep. All right. So what's the average college graduate's debt? So this is going to affect 7 out of 10 students that go to college, all right? They're going to have an average debt balance of $30,000. Now that is a huge financial mountain to climb, especially considering that you don't have real world experience yet. Yeah, right? So that's a huge mountain. And you know what? You don't have to climb that mountain. Like I said, every one of our members is going to be enrolled automatically in the Community College of the Air Force. This is an accredited institution, which means that those credits will be recognized as valid by other institutes of higher learning. So should you want to go get a bachelor's or a master's, those credits will be recognized and transferable. So your time is not wasted in the United States Air Force, and every career has an attached Associate of Applied Science degree to it. So look at the numbers here. The last 3 rows, total education costs, Penn State, $132. Your national averages for public and private, over the course of 4 years, you're over $200,000 for private school. Look at the Air Force, 0. All right. And those last 2 rows are even more important, right? Job experience and guaranteed career. Look at that. For Penn State, for all the other colleges, no and no. But the Air Force, yes and yes. That's what we call a win-win in the biz. All right. And if that wasn't enough, look at these additional educational benefits. Okay. These are things you can use while you're in or when you separate. And not even just for yourself. You can transfer some of these to your loved ones so that they can get get an education. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. And it doesn't have to just be college. It can be, you want to get a professional certification or a license in a trade. The Air Force has that covered. All right. So in the Air Force, you're going to find time to enjoy your life. Look at this girl right here lifting some serious weight there, right? CrossFit. The gym I came from at Offutt Air Force Base had a dedicated CrossFit area, huge area, soccer pitch, had multiple basketball, volleyball courts, a swimming pool, hundreds of cardio and weight machines, a juice bar, you name it, it had it, and I could access it like everybody else in the Air Force for free. But you might be somebody who likes taking long walks on the beach and getting caught in the rain. Well, you can do that too in the Air Force. We're going to find out here in a little bit. And you know what? Look at this. Cyndi Lauper, she had a lot of great friends in the 80s, probably still does. You're going to make a lot of great friends in the United States Air Force. You're going to belong to an amazing team of people from all over the country, really all over the world. I've made friends from a small town in Clearfield, Pennsylvania, around like 6,000 people. I made friends in places I never thought I would make friends, and not just in low places for you Garth Brooks fans. All right. Garth Brooks. All right. Anyway, great quality of life. Here we go. Intramural sports. You like playing sports, you can continue that in the Air Force. Staying athletically involved, hanging out with your friends. If you're really good, you can try out for traveling teams. And one of my office partners did that, went all over Europe and traveling a basketball team, playing at different, DOD installations. Really awesome. Like I said, free gym facilities and classes, clubs, movie theaters, bowling alleys, golf courses. Skills development centers are really awesome to work on your car. Hydraulic lifts fully stocked with tools you can hang with your friends, hot rod, modular car, truck. It's awesome. You like to hunt and fish, you can get discounted and sometimes free licenses in certain states just for being a member of the United States Air Force. And we're going to keep going here. I'm getting the spinning wheel here, but it's okay because flexibility is the key to air power. So what else we have is discounted tickets to events, all right, for theme parks. There's all sorts of travel packages. When I was at Tokyo, we went to Tokyo Disneyland 4 different times. And aside from hearing everybody, Mickey and everybody speaking Japanese, which was a little odd at first, it was an awesome experience, all right? And we got to do that really on the cheap. And I climbed Fuji 2 times, did parasailing, whatever it is, you jump off a cliff with anyway, got to do that for basically, peanuts. It would have cost me a whole lot more to do that on the outside, to rent that kind of equipment. But in the Air Force, I was able to do it on the cheap and have an awesome experience. Like I said, you're going to have time to enjoy yourself, all right? It's not all work. There's a lot of play too in the United States Air Force. Average work week, 45 hours, 30 days vacation with pay annually. Let me say that again. That's an entire month out of the year where the Air Force will let you recharge, refresh your battery, and enjoy the fruits of your labor with your family, your friends, just doing what you like to do, all right? And then you can come back refreshed and continue to do the awesome work that you do for our country in the United States Air Force. All right, let's recap. Money, you're going to make it. Education, you're going to get it. Lifestyle, it's awesome. All right. So this is a short video. We're not going to watch this right now. But if you go to my website, Anthony-USAF.com, Anthony-USAF.com, you can watch it there. That's pretty cool snapshot of my career. Anyway, I love this quote here by Zig Ziglar. You don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start to be great. And why not start your future after high school with us, the world's greatest Air Force, to succeed in so many ways, not just the ways I mentioned, but even more beyond that. If you're interested, even slightly, send me an email, send me a text, give me a call, check out my website. You can take a survey to see if you're qualified right there. I'll get it and I'll be in contact with you within 5 days. So why not? What do you have to lose, right? So thank you so much for your time. I really hope to hear from you and be able to help you out in your future.